So today we discuss computer system organization. As I have told you, computer is a system. So just write down what is a system. A system is a group of integrated parts that have the common purpose of achieving some objective or objective, ये प्लूरल भी हो सकता है, और objective, full stop. It has the following three characteristics. The first being, a system has more than one element. A system has more than one element. Second, all the elements of the system are logically related. Third, all the elements of the system are controlled in such a way that the system goal is achieved. System objective is achieved. So let us examine a computer system, how it is organized. So first being, a system has more than one element. So here also it has got more than one element. The first being input unit. Second, central processing unit. It has got three components. timing and control unit, and primary memory unit. The third being output unit, and fourth being peripheral devices. What is a peripheral device? इसलिए आप लिख लीजिए. Usually all the units which are not part of the CPU, usually all the units which are not part of the CPU but are connected to the CPU are called peripheral devices. So according to this definition, you can see this input unit and output unit both are peripheral devices. Then there is speaker. Or printer. Or secondary memory. They are all peripheral devices. In our computer, input device is keyboard. But you have to write an essay. Leave the question up. Describe and draw diagrams of input devices. Describe and draw the diagrams of input and output devices on your practical record. Now let us discuss about arithmetic and logic unit. Here you can do all the arithmetic operations. Maybe addition, plus, subtraction, minus, for multiplication, we use the operator star. For division, this is called forward slash. And exponentiation, that is power of a quantity. Sometimes we use double star and sometimes we use caret. For getting power of a quantity, such as x to the power n, we will write x double star n or x caret n. So these are arithmetic operations. One can also do logical operations. for which we have got equal to, the sign is this, greater than so by using these symbols, you can equate a quantity, you can compare whether it is greater than, you can compare whether it is less than, you can compare whether it is less, it is not equal to this. So here the result will be either true or false. Then let us come to timing and control unit. This unit coordinates and controls. This unit coordinates and controls the activities of all the units of the computer. It is a part of CPU. The main function performed by the control unit are as follows. First, it can obtain instructions. It can obtain instructions stored in the memory unit. It can obtain instructions stored in the memory unit. Second, it can understand the received instruction. Third, it ensures that data reaches the correct place at the correct time. It ensures that data reaches the correct place at the correct time. Fourth, it gets the next instruction. It gets the next instruction after the previous instruction has been executed. Now let us come to third, primary memory unit. Memory is a storage area. Memory is the storage area of the computer. The primary memory is the working place. The primary memory is the working place of the computer. Which stores instructions for processing data, which which stores instructions for processing data and intermediate results. The CPU can directly access the memory at a high speed. It can be of two types. A, read-only memory. It can be of two types. The first being read-only memory, ROM. इसका short form है ROM. The CPU can only read. The CPU. अब पहला हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं जो दो मेमोरी के बारे में कहा है. पहला मेमोरी है ROM. उसके बारे में बताने जा रहे हैं. The CPU can only read its content. The CPU can only read its content. Full stop. Permanent information is stored here which cannot be changed. Permanent information is stored here which cannot be changed. This is the first property. CPU क्या करता है, वो ROM को सिर्फ पढ़ सकता है जिसके अंदर लिखा हुआ है. और इसकी प्रॉपर्टी क्या है? तीन प्रॉपर्टी है. पहला है परमानेंट इंफॉर्मेशन इज स्टोर्ड हियर व्हिच कैन नॉट बी चेंज. सेकंड, इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉर स्टार्टिंग द कंप्यूटर. Instruction for starting the computer when the power is turned on are stored here. Third, it is non-volatile. That is, data is retained. That is, third point है कि non-volatile, comma, that is, data is retained when power is turned off. Second memory है RAM, random access memory. इसकी प्रॉपर्टीज है. फर्स्टली, it is also called read-write memory. It is also called read/write memory. Used for user programs and data for immediate use. Second point, it is volatile. It is volatile. That is, the contents are lost after the computer is shut down. Third, it is measured in megabytes. It is measured in megabytes. Most commonly personal computers have around 256 megabytes of RAM. 56 megabytes of random access memory. Fourth, the amount of RAM the amount of RAM affects the processing speed. The amount of RAM affects the processing speed. Full stop. More the RAM, more data and program can be loaded and accessed faster. So we have discussed a system has more than one element, first property. And here also described its objective. Now the second point is all the elements of the system are logically related. So let us see how they are connected. In this way, जो हमने बताया कि body is system, the system has more than one element. We have discussed about that. All the elements are logically related. So here, in this way, they are connected with each other. Solid line tells you the path through which data and instructions they follow. And dashed line tells you the control path. Now we have to discuss the last objective, that is all the elements of the system are controlled in such a way that the objective, the goal is achieved. So let us see how this operates. तो उसके लिए मैं एक बड़ा सिंपल फोरट्रान प्रोग्राम आपके सामने लिखूंगा और खाली कर दो नहीं दबाएंगे. This is a very simple program in the Fortran language. तो हम मैंने आपको टाइमिंग एंड कंट्रोल यूनिट की प्रॉपर्टी लिखवाई कि कैन ऑब्टेन इंस्ट्रक्शंस stored in the memory unit. So when you give this program to the input unit, this is in our language. Input unit will convert this program into machine language. Machine language is digital, just 0 and 1. So this input will transfer this program in the memory of the computer via this path. Now when it is there in the memory, the second was it can understand the received instructions. It ensures that data reaches the correct place at the correct time. अब क्या होगा कि ये पहला इंस्ट्रक्शन मेमोरी से लेगा. This is just an information that x is equal to 5. Now it has been executed. It will take second instruction, which is y is equal to 9. This is also an information. Now in third case, it is an operation. you have to perform an operation. This operation is addition. So here the operator is addition plus, and x and y, they are operands. Now this operation cannot be done in the memory. For this, both of them have to go to ALU. Because addition can be performed only inside ALU unit. So for that, both the operands, in operand is the quantity on which some operation is performed. So x and y both are operands on which the operation or the operator is addition. So operation addition has to be performed on x and y because they are operands. So all the three must reach in ALU at the same time. That's very important. जो लिखा हुआ है कि it ensures that data reaches the correct place at the correct time. अब ये नहीं कि x वहाँ पहुँच गया और y बाद में पहुँचा. So a timing and control unit ensures that both the operand and the operator they reaches the ALU at the same time. There, this operation will be performed. So Z will be equal to, now in the memory of Z, it will put information that this is equal to 14. Now this result will be transferred to the memory. This is intermediate here. This will be transferred to the memory. So to this point it has performed the operation. Now it will come to this place. Here the instruction has been given that print or write x, value of x, value of y, and value of z. So for this it will go to the output unit where it will print the value of x, y, and z. Now third, we will come to this point. That is said, in a program there can be several stops, but there will be only one end. So here it will stop and finally it will end. So in this way, by using this simple program, one can understand how this operates. Now you can see, if you remove any unit from here, this will not function. Will not function in a cohesive way. So all the parts are essential for it. So in this way, this becomes a system. Now there are three types of computers in the literature. The first being digital, let us understand all these three computers in a very simple way. A digital computer is one in which the device counts all the time 0 and 1. जो भी डिवाइस आता है वो हर समय 0 1 पढ़े चला जा रहा है. It is all the time reading 0 and 1 and it is doing operation. For example, our computer is a digital computer. ठीक है? A digital computer is one which is counting all the time 0 and 1. काउंटिंग के आधार पर ही और कोडिंग के आधार पर वो समझ जाता है कि क्या क्या करना है. Now let us come to analog computer. In analog computer, the input is not in the form of 0 and 1. It can be any physical quantity and it can have any value. For example, blood pressure, इसकी कुछ वैल्यू हो सकती है. मैं जो आवाज बोल रहा हूँ इसका एम्पलीट्यूड कुछ भी हो सकता है, और किसी वैल्यू का, किसी वस्तु की मास कैन हैव एनी वैल्यू. नाउ ऑल दी, if you are operating an analog computer, these input quantities which can have any value is transferred into another property of the system. It can be electrical, it can be again mechanical and so on. इसका एग्जाम्पल बहुत अच्छा है. A human being is an analog computer. We are all analog devices. वो देखा जाए कैसे? We get input in 5 ways through 5 senses. There are see, तो now you can see they can have any value. आप जो कलर देख रहे हैं उसकी कुछ भी वैल्यू हो सकती है. डार्क ले करके इट कैन बी वेरी ब्राइट लाइक सन. हियर आप बहुत विस्पर कर सकते हैं और बहुत तेज चिल्ला भी सकते हैं. इसमें इट कैन बी वेरी मॉडरेट, इसमें इट कैन बी वेरी ये आप पी सकते हैं, मीठा हो सकता है, इट कैन हैव वेरी वेरी एंड ही इट कैन हैव वेरी वेरी. Now when it goes to our nerve cells, it is transferred into electrical signal. इनपुट के फॉर्म में यदि आपने किसी से धीरे से बोला तो उसका आउटपुट भी धीरे रहेगा, क्योंकि वी आर एनालॉग कंप्यूटर. आप तेजी से बोलेंगे तो भी तेजी से बोलेगा. तो दिस इज एन एनालॉग कंप्यूटर. Now let us come to hybrid. Here it has got both digital as well as analog. A nerve cell, a neuron is a hybrid computer. A neuron, a nerve cell or a neuron is a hybrid computer. Our computer is a digital device. Human beings, they are analog devices. Now let us see how a neuron is a hybrid device. Two synapses. There are many synapses here. If you talk about one, it is synapse. If you are talking about plural, then synapses. So a signal will pass to a synapse or it will not pass unless a threshold of chemical is achieved. जब भी आपके बॉडी में कुछ रिस्पांस देना पास होता है तो बॉडी कुछ केमिकल छोड़ता है. आप जो भी सोचेंगे, जो भी करेंगे, तो एक केमिकल बॉडी में रिलीज होता है. दिस पासेस थ्रू द नर्व सेल. नर्व सेल में भी क्या होता है कि वो तभी पास करेगा जब एक थ्रेशोल्ड पहुंच जाएगा. थ्रेशोल्ड पहुंचने के बाद ही वो सिग्नल सिनाप्स से पास होगा. Unless it will not pass. So there are two states. Either it will pass or it will not pass. So in digital also there are two states, 0 and 1. So if it is pass, let us say 1. If it does not pass, let us say it is 0. But there are many, so it is a digital. Synapse is a digital device. But since there are many synapses form a nerve cell. So a nerve cell becomes an analog in the sense that its value can be anything. I told you in the case of analog, the input quantity or the output quantity can be anything here. So if you are talking about just a synapse, it is a digital device because either the signal will pass or it will not pass. Wherever you find only two states, that is a digital device. उससे आप एक digital device form कर सकते हैं. We'll discuss this in the next term. So here also, either the signal through a synapse will pass or will not pass. So this is a digital property. But the number of synapses are very large. Maybe it is कितना होता होगा? 1000, 2000, लाख, जो भी हो, तो इस नंबर इज वेरी हाई। तो उससे कितने सिग्नल्स पास होते हैं, दैट इज ए वेरिएबल, दैट कैन हैव एनी वैल्यू। So that is the property of analog. So a nerve cell becomes an analog device. So in this way, one can understand all three communications.